Hey everybody, it's Jason, and I just got back from Pondemonium. Pondemonium is the largest pond convention in the world, held by our manufacturer, Aquascape. Aquascape is the products that we install on all the different water features that you see. It was just an absolute awesome experience. I've been going out there since 2005, but this year was just a little bit different, and I wanted to share it with you. There's a bunch of contractors from the Northeast, and what those guys told me that they were going to do was they were going to ride motorcycles out. So I go to meet these guys, and the very first thing that happens is I have a flat tire. So we didn't even make it 10 miles, and I am laying under the motorcycle trying to fix a flat tire. We plugged it, and we were good to go. First day we rode out the turnpike and just had to get some miles out of the way. But by late that afternoon, we were in West Virginia, and just the mountains started to become incredible. By day two, we were just in the thick of it. We were all up in the mountains. Everything was beautiful. All those farm fields, and just really looked neat. That night, we ended up down by Bristol. And there ended up not being any hotels available because it was the Bristol NASCAR race. It was also move-in weekend for a lot of the colleges around. So we could not find a hotel anywhere. We did end up staying in a Walmart parking lot in a tent, and that was the room for that night. By day three, we were coming down through Tennessee. We were on our way to John's place, and there was a river, so everybody jumped in the river. So after getting out of the river, we made our way over to John's place. John is a certified Aquascape contractor, and his backyard was just really neat. He had one of the largest seating boulders I've ever seen. That thing was huge. It was just super cool. There was fountains outside and some bubbling rocks, and we just sat out there that night, had a great old time, and just kind of enjoyed what we were doing and where we were at. We made our way north to Jeff and Rachel Duggan's house. That's another certified Aquascape contractor out of Kentucky, and we stayed the night there. And then from there, we hit the highways a little bit more and came into St. Charles, which is the water garden capital of the world. That is where Aquascape is housed, just in time for this convention to start. This convention is the biggest pond convention in the world. About 500 contractors are out there, and I've been going out there since 2005. The first day that we got there, this is where a lot of training happens for the actual install. So as contractors, everybody builds together, and they have different things going on. They have what they call the rookie classes, so they're doing some waterfall building, and then there's also the more advanced builds. It was pretty neat. I had Kyle and Leary out there for the first time. Zach's been out there once before. So as a team, once we got into the actual training part, Kyle and Leary, being it was their first time, they went into the rookie side. They separated those two guys, and they put them into teams. So after they learn a lot about product, then what they do is they go and they actually build waterfalls with their group. And then out front, there was the advanced build, and that's where, you know, there's always something new product coming out, and there's always a lot of new education, a lot of new tricks that you can learn just from working with other contractors. So that was day one of Pondemonium.
Pondemonium. We're at the Q Center out in St. Charles, Illinois. It's an awesome just amalgamation of everybody in this industry getting together. Everyone that's got the passion to build these really cool things like you see behind here, and just getting together and decompressing while focusing on how we're going to get better.
For us, it's not only just what we're learning in the classroom, but when you sit around with, you know, a whole bunch of contractors that are experienced and even the ones that are brand new, everybody has something to bring to the table, and you learn just as much there, if not more there sometimes, than you do sitting in the classroom. So that's always a huge part of what Pondemonium is. There is what we call these cup of coffees, and that's where other contractors run the different tables. That's always one of the most valuable pieces that Zach always says that he gets out of it. One of the other really neat things this year at Pondemonium is that we were named Businessman of the Year. Of course, it's not just me, it's my brother and I, and my family, and my entire team. You know, I owe all the credit to all of them, but it felt really good for me that all of us have come that far and been pulled up on stage that way, which was really, really neat. Very honored to receive that from Aquascape. It is just a really neat feeling and experience to have roughly 500 contractors from all over the world, not just the United States, but Australia, England, Israel, and some other places, and you learn their tips and tricks, and you're able to bring that back to your area and apply that to our everyday projects, which to me only makes things better and better. Pondemonium was absolutely awesome this year. If you have any questions about some Aquascape products or even Pondemonium, please put it in the comments below. Please remember to like and subscribe. I absolutely enjoyed this Pondemonium. I can't wait for the next one. We'll see you next time.